Welcome back to another Ozonics Gaming Dragonfire Real Raw Authentic Reactions, where we do the realest reactions possible, a very limited editing, keep everything real and flowing as naturally as possible. Tonight we are here with a brand new reaction, another request from a viewer. This one is different. This one's different. Not only is it a request, which kind of pushed me into doing it, this has been on my page several times, on my recommendation list. I always pass by it, because it sounds topic-y. I try to stay away from anything that could split people, like gender stuff, sexuality, religion, politics, societal stuff, because I want to bring people, together, not apart. I'm not saying this song's in a bad way. It's just one that I was thinking about doing because I know of the artist. I've never heard a song from them ever. The artist's name is Dax, D-A-X. Song is To Be a Man. I think that's the right name. Apparently there's another version with Darius Rucker. I said Hootie and the Blowfish. And then there's another remix that's like, I think, super long. This is from just searching on YouTube. This one and my peak just went through the roof. Came out 6 months ago. It is sitting at 16 million views. The only thing I saw in the description, before I just didn't want to read the rest because of the lyrics, that he poured his heart into this. It seems to be this is going to be a very emotional track. I don't know what it's about. I don't know if it is what I say in the beginning, a gender split thing, or if it's more like trying to explain how it feels emotionally to be a man. I don't know. I don't know if this is rap, R&B, or what. So yeah, like I said, this is different for us on the channel. Now, because I had planned to do this, it's happened when I planned to do NF and Dax. I decided to reinforce my old way of doing things because both of them, especially Dax, we're talking about right now, is a bigger artist. I don't know if he's signed to a major label or not, and I'm worried about YouTube kind of claiming it. So the way we're going to run this is there will be pauses and rewinds. I do apologize. I've had a long history of YouTube blocking certain things. There's a song we just did like a week ago. I had to blur out the video immensely. So in order to get it up, it was a lot of work. So we are going to be editing this differently, as well as like I said, pausing and rewinding frequently. So if that is not okay with you, I do understand, and hopefully you'll tune in for another reaction. But I do not want to keep you guys any further. Let's hop into this and see what this is about. Let's get it. All right, guys, you ready? Dax, To Be a Man, official music video. Let's go. Nice cinematography there. Nice shot.
I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand.
Wait. This is Countryfy. Is he a country song? Or is he a rapper? I thought he was a rapper. On Google. Alright, we're bringing this back. Sorry, that caught me off guard. Let's do this again.
I can't hide myself.
And that guy's looking like he's going through it.
I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road. And they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that.
Now we're all right. We're getting deep already. Cinematography is whoever did this, the camera work here, spot on, man. GG's for them. This is a freaking tough song already. It just started. So yeah, it's definitely about what it's like to be a man emotionally. Yeah. All right, this is gonna be tough.
They don't care about what you know. It's not about how you
Great vocals
feel,
too.
but what you provide inside that home. Yeah. I know this life can really beat you down. You wanna scream, but you won't make a sound. Got so much weight that you've been holding, but won't show any emotion. As a man that goes unspoken, that we can't cry when life gets hard. Unconditional love for women, children, and dogs.
That was a good line. Unconditional love is for women, kids, and dogs. This is tough. This is tough. You could definitely tell, not just lyrically, but emotionally in his voice. He put a lot into this. A lot. This is tough.
When life gets hard, unconditional love for women, children, and dogs. We know that we just have to play our parts, and nobody give a damn about our broken hearts.
Oof. Jesus. What have I gotten myself into? Nobody gives a damn about your broken heart. That is the truth. That is the truth. That one hits. That one hits. That one hits. That one hits. Man. All right, let's just continue.
Women, children, and dogs. We know that we just have to play our parts, and don't nobody give a damn about our broken hearts.
Vocal.
As a man, we gotta pave our way. Our only function is to work and slave. There's no respect for you if you ain't paid. You're disregarded as a human, and you can't complain. And if you ever make it up and actually reach that,
Yep. I've actually can really identify with that. How many times I have been told kind of that by women, and that's not a shot at women, but the women I have attempted to get into relationships with in the past, because I don't have the standard 9 to 5 and constant money flow. It's to say a lot of judgmental stuff that. Oh yeah.
Is to work and slave. There's no respect for you if you ain't paid. You're disregarded as a human, and you can't complain. And if you ever make it up and actually reach that place and find a woman that you love and give her your last name, you'll feel the things that you provide is only why she stays. And when you try to
very good song, so really hard to get through. Not because it's bad either. Like I said, it sounds great, vocals, phenomenal lyrics, but that's the problem. The lyrics cut like a fucking knife.
It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Don't give up, keep fighting. As a man, our sun is our horizon. And our father's actions play a role, and we end up like them. So they can't let us see them hurt.
Yeah, that right there. It's about, following the traits of your parent. In this case, the father. If they act hard, that's kind of, as a child, you'll try to mimic, and that's who you'll become. So, that version of them, like the father would say, being emotional, that's the curse that would be passed down. Instead, it's still a curse getting passed down because you're cutting yourself off of emotion and expressing yourself, and holding stuff in, which is very bad. Um, and that's still getting passed down. So it's, being indicative, that lyric, that it's very, important in how you're acting with, say, your kid, because they're soaking up on how you are, and, because you're a product of your environment, right? And if that's the environment you're brought into, while they're trying to just man up, it's teaching you kind of to be cold, to be cut off from emotion and not deal with the emotion, just kind of keep it up because that's the manly thing to do. It's a thing I've heard a lot throughout my life. Um, so yeah, let's keep this rolling.
Will embody what they do and start a generational curse. No wonder most men are so depressed. All the things that they can't express. They go to war, get thrown on the shelf, then go back to war with they
nice flow there.
Then grab that bottle and ask for help. Try to pull themselves out of hell. Then fall back down and then realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. It's the circle of life. As a man, you provide. They don't know what you're worth till the day that you die, and that's when they start crying. Then move on to a man to confide in. That's why we feel.
Man, lyrically, this is just amazing.
We don't expect you to understand. We just hope we can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and you don't care about what we know. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home. That home. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home.
Wow. That was Dax to be a man. Wow. That's not what I expected. That was heavy. Jesus. All right, we're gonna roll out, flip it over to the other side where I'll give my final 2 cents on Dax's To Be a Man. Hope to see you there. All right, guys, that was Dax To Be a Man. We're gonna give that a 9.3, 9.4, 9.5, maybe. If this is not on your playlist, it definitely should be. It is a song I think a lot of people need to hear. It was a tough song. That thing was an emotional journey. It's unfortunate. It was preaching a lot of facts, and yeah, because there's, it's the same coin but different sides, right? Because you're not allowed, because it's unmanly to show emotion, right? Such crying or showing, just pure emotion. But then if you're somebody that does, you are demasculated. I don't know if that's a word, but we're gonna use it. And you're just said that you're oversensitive. You're like a girl. It's the same type of people I have experience with that disrespect people that listen to certain music, right? Like, that's not manly music, right? I don't know if you've been there, but I have. For instance, when I was a teenager, I listened to Coldplay. I cannot tell you how many times I got told, how can you listen to that? It's chick rock. It's not manly music. It's not real man music. It's like, if you're not tough, riddled, and keeping everything inside, then you're less than a man, right? It's, as you said, it's not about what you feel. It's more about, as long as you're providing, as long as you're hiding it, which is really old way of doing things, it was always about, keeping quiet and keeping it inside, and that got passed on through the generations to your parents, to your grandparents, to the kids, to your kids, to your kids' kids. Everything's always going to get passed down. And if you stay in that old way, it continues a cycle that just repeats. It's why, if you watch some of my reactions, I'm very apologetic when I show emotion. Because that registers in my head. It's always playing in my head. I don't have any sort of relationship with quote unquote person that's my father. By choice. That's a long, tumultuous story that we're not getting into. But I've had a history with very emasculated men that were drunks, and other forms of stuff like that, which we're not getting into. But yeah, I've been down that road many times, and other people in my life in regards to that. It's such a shitty thing, because you're dealing with so much, and to just be kind of belittled that way, and then you're dealing with so much, and it's just adding and adding, and you see where some of that leads. It leads to the S word a lot of the time. I'm not going to say it because YouTube does not like that word. But if you know, you know. Because you're a human, right? Man or not, woman or not, it doesn't really matter. You can only hold so much inside and get beat down and beat down and beat down. No way to talk about it, nowhere to go with it, and it destroys you. And gets to the point, where you feel like there's only really one escape, because you damned if you do, right? Like I said, same coin, different sides. So it's damned if you do that by keeping it inside, right? And then damned if you don't. So, I thought this song was very heavy in that, and it was a great message. It was a topic not many talk about. And yeah, so it was great. I really appreciate Dax, putting himself out there, doing something that he personally believed in a very authentic way, a very emotional way, a very real way. He seems to be a special artist. I still don't know what he is. I don't know if he's a singer, rapper, or both. I don't know. Do feel free to let me know down below in the comments. But more importantly, if you liked the official music video. By the way, before we skip through, forgot, the video was stellar. The freaking cinematography and the camera work was top notch. Whoever did that, freaking awesome. The depth of field was so nice, bringing into focus to where they were really trying to pull the emotion from. This song used a lot of logos, pathos, and ethos type of approach, and their filming was in that way as well, so well with the lyrics and the way the singing and delivery was. I really enjoyed it thoroughly, from the audio, the emotion, and the visuals. It was top notch. So good. So good. Thank you once again, everybody, for stopping in and viewing this reaction. As I always say, I appreciate the hell out of it, because time is the one thing you can never get back. So even 1 second of it spent with me means more than you know. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be in the world. And remember, you're an amazing person capable of awesome things, no matter what your mind tells you. Trust me, I'm right there with you. So yeah, let's get it and keep fighting. Thank you once again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.